David Tennant is back in Doctor Who for the Doctor Who 60th anniversary. And it's what we knew, and Donna's there, and everybody's back, but he's got a new coat, so we best talk about it.
Everyone's here. I can't believe we're finally saying this. David Tennant and Catherine Tate are back to Doctor Who.
And a few other people, but we'll get to that
Yeah, we'll get to
later.
that. We've got a lot to cover. Today's been a bit crazy for Doctor Who news, hasn't it?
Yeah, so with David Tennant's there, but he's wearing a Doctor Who costume that is his, but also isn't his.
Yeah, it's really crazy. How could it? I mean, it's the coat that's black, isn't it? Everything else is.
It's like a blue. It's like a dark blue, like a navy blue by the looks of it.
He's the Valiard. He's gone bad.
The tie's not quite right. It seems to be like a green tie.
It's quite odd, isn't it?
I do have some pictures on my phone.
And at a glimpse, it is quite odd because it's not his normal look. It's just like a multiverse thing now that Flux has opened up potentially. I don't know because it is his look.
And the suit isn't buttoned up quite right, is it? And the top button and the ties are slightly skewed.
I really like it though.
It looks
just
good.
At a glance, I like it, and I like having a change up because he was always in the brown coat, and it is iconic. Don't get me wrong, but I like having a change up.
But why? Okay, so why do you? And he's also he's outside of Jodie Whittaker's TARDIS.
Yeah, that is quite.
We'll
interesting.
get back to that. But why do you think he's in this other outfit?
So what I honestly believe has happened here, and I'm just gonna throw this out here right now. Because of what's happened in Flux and how we now have this idea of the multiverse in Doctor Who, I personally believe that this is like something to do with that this is potentially a 10th Doctor from another timeline, aka even potentially a Time Lord Victorious.
Yeah.
Potentially
10th Doctor and Donna, or just 10th Doctor?
I honestly believe the pair of them potentially, because in Russell's announcement he was saying like, is it a dream, is it a trick, is it another world? I mean, at the moment,
he said,
no
Showrunner Russell T Davies has already said on his Instagram that this version of Doctor Donna might actually be from a flashback, a dream sequence, a fantasy, a parallel universe, or even an alternative 10th Doctor.
I'm up for either of those, but the only thing that really goes up against that is how it is Jodie's TARDIS. So then it's like a complete continuation from that.
So it's Jodie's TARDIS. Does this mean Jodie is going to be in the 60th, or is this Ncuti Gatwa's first episode, and obviously he's still flying Jodie's TARDIS, and is the 10th Doctor about to meet Ncuti Gatwa? Has Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor, maybe when he's regenerating, broken through into a parallel
I like the sound
world,
of that. And it's interesting you mention it.
Alternative versions of the Doctors. And I have no doubt it's going to be fantastic.
Oh no, same.
It's Russell. It's going to be great. And the fact we're going to get Russell right in for the 10th Doctor, Wilf and Donna again.
Yeah.
As well as Ncuti. And do you think we're going to see Matt and Peter in this?
It's interesting you mention that. So I guess we'll go on to the next part of this then. So the director for this, we think is Rachel. How do you pronounce the last name?
Good question. It's Tallalay.
Talalay?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. So Rachel Talalay was seen to be hanging out.
She's the director of the 60th.
Oh, is she? Oh, is that announced?
Well, it's obvious.
So it's So she was hanging out with, I think it was Matt Lucas
and Peter Capaldi quite recently.
I think that was like, what was it, 2 weeks ago, something like that.
Matt was quite recent. Peter's was before that.
Yeah. So then obviously that's now sparked a huge amount. Everyone's thinking, oh my god, like, is Capaldi coming back? Is Nardole returning? Like,
I was very excited to see David filming.
Sure.
I was very excited to see Catherine filming as well, but there was a certain actor on set who, when I saw that they were there, I won't lie, I got a bit teary. The fact that Bernard Cribbins has returned as Wilf is beyond... I'm more excited about that than I am about seeing what Ncuti does, because
no offence.
No offence at all. We recently did the series 4 watch along, and myself and Harry, every time Wilf was in an episode, just loved him. You know, from his first appearance in The Runaway Bride all the way up to David's last story, their father-son relationship that they clearly have is brilliant. And Bernard and Wilf have clearly aged. They're now in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
There's a great clip online of the 10th Doctor pushing Wilf in the wheelchair.
I've seen it, yeah.
Parallel to when Wilf pushed the Doctor in a wheelchair.
So wholesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. I think everyone's minds are blown to see that he's returned. And like, I would hope he would return, because how Tennant dies is because of Wilf, you know?
Yeah.
He's an integral part of his character and of his life, and I think it's incredible that he's returning. However, I hope it's like with Toby and Andrew, it's handled well, and it's not just like a cheap throwaway thing.
Yeah.
Like I honestly hope he's integrated, or he has a role to play in the story, or he isn't there just for the sake of a cameo.